the beginning of the museum embankment, which is probably Frankfurt's most famous cultural spot. Actually, where I'm standing right now is an island that looks out of it. So what I can see is the beginning of the embankment, the cultural board, sitting inside the Museum of Iconography. Where I'm about to go, as many people have done before me, is the Staedel Museum. Now the Staedel Museum, as many things in this city, began as a gift from a rich financier, one of the residents, to the city. He gave his collection of artwork on the assurance that the city would start a school for artists, as it did. And the art space that I'm in front of right now, Porticus, it's a space, it doesn't sell, so it's almost just an exhibition space for artists that have been in the Staedel Art School or are still studying there. I'm going to go there, and then eventually I'm going to make my way to the Burke House. I'm still not good with my pronunciation, but this is one of Germany's largest sculpture spaces. It's again a gift to the city from a businessman, this time textiles, and it houses one of the largest collections of sculptures. Right now it has the Jeff Koons exhibition, sitting alongside some old classic sculptures. I'm totally curious to see what this is going to look like. But first, to the Staedel House, Staedel Museum.
I'm Sarah, I do press for the Staedel Museum and the Burke House sculpture collection. It's so nice to have you here from London and just give you a look in the museum and come with me. I'm so happy to have you here.
Let's go.
We are in the department of conservation, in the conservation studio for paintings and modern sculptures and contemporary sculptures.
Danke.
So, this is a German artist, Philipp Hackert. The painting is dated in the beginning of the 19th century. Our intention is to give the original condition of a surface back to the piece of art.
And has that always been the intention of when?
We try it, yeah.
Yeah.
For me it's very interesting because we have the whole focus of art from early paintings of the 14th century up to the contemporary art. And the Staedel is a museum that collects especially paintings, picture paintings, and often other, and also in the department of contemporary art, for example. And this makes the field of conservation of paintings for us very interesting, because artists, contemporary artists, often use other materials, not paintings, painting materials to realize their ideas of art. In the paintings department here, you can show art history from 14th century until to contemporary art. That makes it very interesting for me.
Brilliant, you've been really illuminating, thank you. I suppose one last question. What gives you the greatest joy from your job? Why do you do this?
That's a good question. It's very difficult to say something to the own person, I think. It's another way to have a look at art. It's not a fast way, it's a very slow way to see a picture. You have while the conservation or restoration treatment of a picture, you have a lot of time to deal with the pictures. and it's a difference as a visitor in a museum, for example, and you see if you see an exhibition, you see many paintings or other works of art in a very fast way if you go through the exhibition, and this I think is for me absolutely luxury in my job, to have this time to handle with art, not in a fast way.
Yeah, of course. You get to experience art in a way that very few people do.
Yeah, that's right.
I've never thought about it in that way. Very special.
Yeah, it's luxury.
Yeah.
So we're just in our big new extension in the hall, a space of about 3,000 square meters for contemporary art. And I am, well, the curator, head of exhibitions and collector of the Staedel Museum for contemporary art. And we just opened the space half a year ago, actually. It's still pretty new. And we've been working for about 4 years on the installation, on the conception of the new architecture. And that is I guess, the most specific aspect of the whole project of the new Staedel, that I must say, had the possibility to conceive the collection and the architecture at the same time. We have now a set of, I think, 24, 25 spaces that are included spaces, but also open spaces that are real places and houses and streets and little alleys.
So did you know which works you wanted to include in the space before the space was finalized in this?
No, that's the tricky point, that these decisions have been taken at the same time.
Yeah.
So you did, I mean, certainly you have certain ideas or wishes or things you always wanted, and you know that some things you can have, others are impossible. So you try to follow certain paths and certain ideas and develop certain narrations. You don't know exactly which works at the end you will have, but you know in some way which are the things you want to show, which are the narrations, which are the red threads that are important to your to your outlet of contemporary art. The Staedel Museum always has been the anomaly of a classical German museum. It is the second oldest museum in Germany, and it's a private foundation. It's the oldest cultural foundation in Germany. It has always been a museum of the city and not of any kind of king or duke or whatever. And it always was a museum that was very interested in contemporary art. So it was very important. This idea of having a keen eye on contemporary art was very important already 200 years ago, when in 1815 the museum was founded. So in that sense, the idea of telling this kind of holistic or different story of contemporary art is very much, it's typical for the way art history or contemporary art has been shown and acquired in the Staedel Museum for a very long time.